Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vikram Bajaj, your host for today's Business Summit. On behalf of the organizers, Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in association with Future Billionaires Network International, FBNI, I welcome you to the Asian African Business Summit 2021. COVID pandemic has played havoc on people's lives and businesses alike. Last couple of years will always be marked as the most outlandish, as the businesses suffered the most during these unfortunate months across the globe. Although next rounds of pandemic burst is said to be around the corner, the global markets have started to show the positive signs as more and more people are being vaccinated. Our business summit is aimed at reviving the dwindling affairs across the business sectors. Change is required in the leadership style to accommodate sustainable leadership model and ways to increase international trade. The summit will also recognize the business leaders who have turned the table in their favor through their wisdom and passion and not let the pandemic take its effect over them. They have not only proven their mettle as true sustainable leaders, but also contributed immensely in the development of the economy in the post-pandemic initiations. Alright, so we have in our midst today some of the most renowned diplomats and trade councils from various countries who will share the trade and investment opportunities in their respective countries. To begin with, I would like to call upon Dr. G.D. Singh, founder and chairman, Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AACCI, to give a small welcome and inaugural address.
A very good evening to honorable ambassadors and trade councils from various countries, AACCI patrons, advisory board members and governing council, AACCI chapter presidents and vice presidents, AACCI members and our other dignitary guests who could take out time from their busy schedule. On behalf of AACCI Global Secretariat Hub, its chapter office across the globe, our affiliates and associates, CIAC Global, World Peace and Diplomacy Organization, Future Billionaire Network International, and all our sponsors and partners, I welcome you all and announce the opening of the flagship event of Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Asian African Business Summit 2021. Last whole year, we have passed through a very tough time when flourishing businesses and economic suffered the most. Human lives were lost, active jobs got disappeared, but most importantly, the pace of global growth was stalled. The summit has been conceptualized to explore the possibilities of bringing the global trade and business back on track again, to find ways to boost the economy and revitalizing the consumer confidence, which has shaken badly. We are privileged to have among us the top thought leaders, the country representatives, the trade councils and consultants, and the business front runners who will share with us the business and trade opportunities in their respective countries, how their government are preparing to tackle post-COVID scenario, and how the new avenues can be explored as a team. At the same time, this summit will serve the purpose of empowering the leaders of tomorrow by felicitating and recognizing the best business practices and creating a growth-oriented network. As you all know that the main objective of Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry is to boost the global economy and promote the interest of its member businesses. It continues to establish an environment where opportunities can be shared, new business ideas can be nurtured, ease to do business may become a reality, and investment process may become seamless. All this is possible by sharing views, discussing problems, reaching conclusive solutions, and supporting the investment. AACCI organizes these flagship events in India and other regions of Asia and Africa through its chapter presence to achieve this ambitious goal. And we are proud to say that in less than 3 years' time, we have achieved the fastest growth in the whole of Asia and Africa. We feel that Asian and African countries must unite and face the dominance of US and Europe, which often arm twist them to obey their direction simply because of their supremacy in technology and being the first world countries. Rather than engaging in local conflict, countries in these two continents must play a major role in prevailing peace and attaining independence on economic and development front. Using this platform today, I would like to show our solidarity with various governments to work hand in hand for the growth and development of our people from Asia and Africa. Someone has said these beautiful lines which I would like to, sum it up. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure welcoming you all on this special occasion of Asian African Business Summit 2021. I once again welcome you all. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Dr. Singh. We would now like to request Ambassador Mahesh Sachdev, former Ambassador of India to Algeria, Norway and Nigeria, and President, Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to say a few words to encourage our viewers today.
Hello, I offer my hearty and most sincere greetings to the participants in Asian African Business Summit 2021. I also wish to compliment their spirit in having survived through the pandemic, the most serious socio-economic threat that the world at large has faced since the Second World War. Indeed, according to the World Bank, the global economy came down by 4.3%. According to the WTO, the world trade collapsed by 5.3%. In particular, the travel services industry saw a degrowth of minus 63%, ravaging it from the roots. The good news is that the pandemic is on its way out, as it appears, and the world recovery's green shoots are visible. They are expected to grow fast and help us recoup the losses in 2020 and 2021 H1. We do hope that members of AACCI would be able to leverage this trend and grow to compensate for the lost era. What are the lessons that we can learn from this gory episode that shook our socio-economic premises? There are a number of takeaways. Firstly, there is need for resilience, the need for out-of-box solutions and innovation in the face of any such crisis. We need to be alert to the counter-cyclic opportunities. For example, sectors such as pharmaceuticals, healthcare, such as learning from home, and also gig economy did very well. In fact, the stock market in India grew by 60% in 2020, while the general economy was collapsing by over 7%. The second lesson to be learnt is that there is great deal of emphasis to be laid on preserving the human resource. A number of our companies were quick to fire people when the going got tough, and now are regretting those moves when the opportunities leveraging them require the same human resource. We need to preserve our resources to the extent possible and invest in them. Thirdly, there's a great deal to be said about government-private sector synergy. In such contingencies as pandemic, the government has its role cut out to boost healthcare, to provide safety net and stimulus to the economy. It also has to be sensitive to the public plight, to take care of the vaccination program, and to also ensure that the morale of the public is kept up. Private sector has its own requirements. They have to collaborate with the government. There has to be a close interaction between the two to ensure that the limited resources available are utilized optimally, to ensure that the sectors where people have greater requirement of are not overlooked, and the areas where growth is more meaningful, such as agriculture, are sustained. The infrastructure is built, particularly in the healthcare sector, and so on. I'm sure that these lessons are important. They need to be kept in mind in preparing for the future, and also to be passed down the generations for future, because this, what we went through, was once in a century calamity, but there is no guaranteeing that this would not reoccur sooner than 100 years. At the same time, I wish to mention that international solidarity has been called for. There is great deal to be said about everyone being safe. There's great deal to be said about no one being safe in such pandemics unless everyone is safe. So there is great requirement to have common solidarity of the human race in general, and the values of empathy, values of human rights, values of equitable distribution of wealth is more in evidence than before. I hope that the business summit would contemplate on these and other ethical points and would reach their logical conclusions. I wish the summit all the success. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sachdev. That was wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now call upon Mr. Yogesh Bhatia, founder and CEO, Dittel, to share with our viewers future of electric vehicles across the globe.
This is Yogesh Bhatia. I am founder of Dittel India and Enable Electric. It's a great honor for me to invite as a guest speaker by Asian African समिट 2021। मैं यहाँ पर आप लोगों को फ्यूचर ई मोबिलिटी के बारे में कुछ अवगत कराना चाहूँगा। हमारी कंपनी डिटेल ने अगस्त 2020 को वर्ल्ड्स मोस्ट इकोनॉमिकल टू व्हीलर इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल एज अ पायलट लॉन्च किया। हमारा विजन ये था कि हम कस्टमर के सेंटीमेंट को, उसके एडॉप्टेबिलिटी को एंड ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन बिहेवियर को अंडरस्टैंड करें, अकॉर्डिंगली हम वैसा प्रोडक्ट इंडियन रोड स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से लेकर आए। तो अब हम लोगों ने एक अपग्रेडेड प्रोडक्ट इजी प्लस लेकर आए हैं, जिसका प्राइस 39999 है। हम लोग देश में चल रहे ईवी महासंग्राम, जो कि इसमें महासंग्राम बोलेंगे, क्योंकि 20 करोड़ टू व्हीलर आईसी इंजन के रोड पर हैं, जिनको आने वाले 4 से 5 साल में ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होना है, क्योंकि 1 जनवरी 2026 से आईसी इंजन टू व्हीलर दिखने बंद हो जाएंगे और इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल पे ट्रांजिशन आएगा। तो उसमें हम लोग अपना पूरा योगदान दे रहे हैं और लोगों में भी इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल को लेकर काफी अवेयरनेस हो रही है। तो हम लोग डिजिटल ईवी के थ्रू मासेस को लो स्पीड इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल में करेंगे, जिसमें किसी किस्म का कोई ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस, कोई रजिस्ट्रेशन इज नॉट मैंडेटरी एंड देयर इज नो डिपेंडेबिलिटी ऑन द चार्जिंग स्टेशंस, because our customer can charge their vehicle from a simple 5-way charger from anywhere and everywhere. डिटैचेबल बैटरी हम लोगों ने इसमें दी है कि 25th फ्लोर हाई राइज बिल्डिंग में भी रहने वाला कस्टमर बैटरी को डिटैच करके अपने घर पर लेकर जा सकता है, उसे चार्ज करके मॉर्निंग में दोबारा लगा सकता है। ये तो हो गया हमारा डिजिटल ईवी पे लेकर, जो कि हम लोग मासेस के लिए हाई लो स्पीड इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल्स में कर रहे हैं। और अगर हम एलएमएल की बात करते हैं, एलएमएल इज अ आइकॉनिक लेजेंडरी ब्रांड फॉर लास्ट 50 इयर्स। तो एलएमएल को हम लोग क्लासेस के लिए हाई स्पीड इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल्स, मोटरसाइकिल एंड स्कूटर लेकर आने वाले हैं, जो कि टीटल एंड एलएमएल मिलकर इंडियन इलेक्ट्रिक टू व्हीलर इंडस्ट्री में एक बहुत बड़ा योगदान देने के लिए बढ़ चढ़कर भाग लेगा। और इस ईवी मैराथन रेस में हम सब मिलकर चलेंगे और हमें आप सबका सहयोग चाहिए। मैं दोबारा एशियन अफ्रीकन चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स को धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा, हमें एज ए गेस्ट स्पीकर इनवाइट करने के लिए। हम इस महासंग्राम में, ईवी मैराथन में बढ़ चढ़कर आगे बढ़ेंगे और आप सब लोगों को आगे साथ लेकर जाएंगे, सो दैट हम आपको एक पॉकेट फ्रेंडली प्रोडक्ट दे पाएं। धन्यवाद, थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhatia. We all know electric vehicles are the future. We are waiting to see how many more developments and how fast we can lay our hands on these electric vehicles. That was a wonderful talk on electric vehicles. We all know electric vehicles are the future. It is the only seeming solution for today's rising fuel prices. I would like to call upon now our next speaker, His Excellency Mr. George Mokandiwa, High Commissioner, Embassy of Malawi, to share the business scenario in Malawi and take us through.
Greetings. My name is George Nkondiwa. I'm High Commissioner of Malawi to India. I'm resident in New Delhi, but as a resident High Commissioner in India, I'm also responsible for Nepal, Maldives, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, as countries that represent Malawi. I came here in June 2017 and have collaborated with a number of institutions, including the Asia-Africa Chamber, which I have been in close contact with since around 2018-2019. For those that don't know a bit about Malawi, my country is a small country, small by the size of India, with its population of 18 million. We are basically agricultural and import quite a lot of stuff from India and other countries. From India, we import agricultural technologies, tractors and other agricultural machinery. We also import pharmaceuticals. About close to 90% of our pharmaceuticals are imported from India. From Malawi to India, we export mangoes. We export mangoes to India during the time that the mangoes are off season in India. We also export passes and we will encourage Indian businessmen to collaborate in our country to go and invest in areas like digitalization, the hospital sector, agricultural modernization, and tourism, among other sectors. Economically, Malawi, like most countries, have been affected by the COVID pandemic, and there has been a reduction in the growth of the economy.
Thank you, Mr. Mukondeva. May I now call upon His Excellency Mrs. Josephine Patricia Natter, Ayer, Ambassador, Charge d'Affaires, Embassy of Gabon in New Delhi, to share with us the investment opportunities in Gabon.
Dear all, good evening. I would like to apologize on behalf of the Embassy of Gabon for not being among you today. But I would like also to thank all the organizers of this important summit, because Asia for Africa is a very important indeed partner for the highlighting of our respective economies. As far as Gabon is concerned, some questions have been submitted to me as Charge d'Affaires, along with the Chancellor of our embassy. We thought about and we would like to share with you some facts. In conformity with the questions asked for, we would like to say that in 2020, His Excellency Ali Bongo Ondimba set up a program which main objective is to boost the economy. Since 2010, the economic policy basis is the transformation of any raw material from principal sectors like mining, wood, and agriculture. Wood was the first sector to know a huge transformation in practices. Almost 100% of the timber's products are made in Gabon. For the sectors that are awaited to produce GDP like oil, mining, or wood, other sectors are ranking up as far their share in the GDP is concerned. The awaited GDP rate for next year will be 3%. The BAT, Acceleration and Transformation Plan, contains projects that could feed the economy. 10 prior sectors highlighted by the BAT with projects that could interest are hydrocarbons, mining and steel, fisheries, wood, agriculture, agribusiness, BTP, habitat, logistics, energy, water, education, especially skill development, public finances, and infrastructures. Knowing that all could really interest Asian countries, it is important to let you know that the public-private partnerships are encouraged. What Gabon needs is the transformation and consequently the technology transfer, training and capacity building. a business to benefit from, especially information technologies, otherwise the digital sector with its twin, which is the artificial intelligence and the infrastructures. We encouraging also startups creation. And above all, many startups are emerging in Gabon. Gabon's strategy under the COVID-19 pandemic was to help the private sector and the SMEs from the public sector to maintain their level of GDP in the national cake and international one. At the highest of this pandemic, Gabon helped the SMEs from the public to maintain their activities. The interior debt could be paid. The management of the COVID-19 pandemic in Gabon is successful. Almost all known brands of vaccines are available. Sinopharm, COVAX from UN program, AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Sputnik, and recently Johnson & Johnson. For the month of October, a slight rate of contaminations despite the rules observed and vaccinations keeping going on, the awareness campaign continues. The public sector is committed and we are expecting at least 20% got vaccinated by the end of the year. As far as the COVID-19 news, from 13 to 14 October data, we had 9,238 tested, 327 positive, 3.5% positivity rate, cared and healed 152, 112 hospitalized, among them 26 in intensive care units due to respiratory distress. As far for the rates in general, 89,475 got vaccinated with 2 doses. 9,770 got vaccinated with 1 dose, according to the 14th October data. And just to remind you, we are almost 2 million inhabitants in Gabon. And we would like to say, to finish this little speech, to present to you our country. Gabon is welcoming all those Asian countries that will come to help us to go far away in our economy, and once and for all, for the technology transfer and the capacity building. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Nathia. Our next speaker today is His Excellency Mr. Gabriel Sinimbo, High Commissioner, Embassy of Republic of Namibia, to share the economic situation in Namibia. Guide us through, sir.
Moderator, ladies and gentlemen, warm greetings. My name is Gabriel Sinimbo, the High Commissioner of Namibia to India. I share my thoughts with humility and honor, and I start by commending the organizers of this great Asian-African Business Summit 2021. In many ways, businesses and economies globally continue to tough as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. It has taken a toll on people's livelihoods and on investments. I celebrate all COVID-19 heroes and heroines and pay homage to our fallen brothers and sisters. The pressing question today and tomorrow is, where to from here? How do we resuscitate our economies? Experts are advocating for diversification of businesses and the exploration of new markets. This implies venturing and spreading investments beyond our respective national borders. What should be the agenda for Asia-Africa? Asia-Africa must grow both domestic as well as foreign investments to increase our trade transactions. Asia-Africa should continue with the excellent trade relations premised on mutual benefits. A trade relation where both Asia and Africa are traders and consumers of each other's products and services. A trade partnership under which the ease of market access for all parties is promoted and sustained. How can Namibia contribute to Asia-Africa trade and investment relations? Namibia is an open economy, generally open and welcoming to investors in all sectors. Our legislation ensures a conducive policy space for foreign investors in which international arbitration of disputes is provided. Namibia prides itself in the ease of doing business and have a one-stop agency. Valgaspa is our flagship efficient harbour facility integrated with complementing world-class logistics and excellent transport infrastructure. With the regional market size of over 300 million consumers within SADC, Namibia has preferential trade agreements with the EU, USA, EFTA, Mercosur, while the India-SACU trade negotiations are still ongoing. Foreign investors are guaranteed equal treatment to nationals, full protection of investments, and the right to remit or repatriate 100% profits without any hindrance and with access to foreign exchange. Namibia investments are safe and the exchange rates are stable. To embrace the prevailing business and investment opportunities in Namibia, I, as High Commissioner of Namibia to India, with accreditation to few more Asian countries, I will be leading a business delegation to Namibia during November 2021. I am humbly extending an open invitation to all interested businesses and individuals to join us for another exciting business tour to Namibia. And as for potential tourists, international travels to Namibia both for business and leisure is completely open. Namibia is a very safe country for tourists. The COVID-19 situation has normalized and Namibia is receiving international visitors, mostly from within SADC region and from Europe on a weekly basis. A unique destination with vast open spaces, abundant wildlife, the oldest desert, high dunes, largest population of cheetah, as well as the second largest canyon in the world. I thank you and wish the Asian African Business Summit 2021 successful deliberations, and I invite you once again to join me during the business delegation trip to Namibia this coming November 2021. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was so inspirational. We look forward to Africa being the #1 continent in this world and the business opportunities that it would provide. We have now reached the point in the summit which was eagerly awaited. Ladies and gentlemen, may we now present the first round of Asian African Business Awards. So let's welcome the first honoree of the evening in the individual category, Dr. Anshu Gupta, founder and chairperson, Drishti Medical NGO, the social change leader of the year.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anshu Gupta, social political activist, freelance health advisor, and founder chairperson of Drishti Medical NGO. I feel great to receive the award Social Change Leader of the Year 2021. I extend my gratitude towards Asia African Chamber of Commerce and Industry for organizing such a big event at difficult time of pandemic, recognizing entrepreneurs across India. Thank you so much.
Congratulations and welcome. Our second awardee for the evening, Dr. Siddharth Bhattacharya. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Siddharth, Senior HR Leader, Comcast Corporation, the Influencer of the Year in Human Resource Management. A huge round of applause. The next award goes to Sharmishta Mitra, Mental Health and Wellness Coach, the most inspiring leader of the year in the healthcare and wellness sector. Congratulations! Let's put our hands together for Dr. Vedugopal Rao Veeramendi, founder Veeramendi Institute of Vastu Sciences, the most inspiring leader of the year in the professional Vastu and astrology consultancy services.
Namaste. This is Dr. Veeramendi Venugopal Rao, Vastu and astrology consultant in providing solutions to the corporates, commercials, and industrial clients across globe. My presence in more than 50 countries to give the best best support for the industry and corporate growth, including the personal growth, having 30 years of industrial experience in pharma and triple PhD astrology, Vastu and chemistry, 7 masters in different sciences, 30 years of astrology and Vastu experiences. Now full-time consultant to giving support to the corporate companies and industries in 50 plus countries. Our proud traditional architecture, nothing but Vastu, is use best solutions for growth of business. And thanks a lot to Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry for organizing excellent event during this pandemic time to recognize entrepreneurs across Asian and African continentals. Thanks to jury for selecting me for this award, for this event. I am proud to be an Indian providing traditional sciences services to across the globe as a science. Thank you once again to the organizers and to the jury who selected me for this award. Thank you.
Congratulations to you. Our next awardee is Dr. Halima Yazdani, General Physician, Diabetologist, Telemedicine Expert, leading telemedicine expert in healthcare and hospitals. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Yazdani.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Halima Yazdani. I'm a general physician and diabetologist. And thank you Asian African Chamber of Commerce for providing me this honor. Thank you for facilitating me in the field of telemedicine. Telemedicine or digital medicine is definitely the future of medicine in India and worldwide. Telemedicine is basically the medium wherein we can reach out to many people who need medical care, and especially primary and secondary health care can be managed very well through telemedicine consultations. I again reinstate that telemedicine is the future of medicine, and our government is definitely providing a lot of facilities to improve the field of telemedicine, especially since the launch of National Digital Health Mission around 2 days back by our Prime Minister. It has really been an honor to be associated with telemedicine and to take it forward. In this regards, I would like to thank again Asian African Chamber of Commerce for providing me this honor of felicitating me for this particular field. It is really a very a long struggle, wherein it started off from a scratch for this field. I started off this providing telemedicine consultations say around 8 years back, wherein people were not aware of what exactly telemedicine is about. According to people, the only way of taking a consultation from a doctor was through the clinic or through the hospital wherein the doctor was consulting. Providing people education about telemedicine up to telling colleagues about telemedicine, it has been a long journey so far. And of course, after the pandemic, if there's any good thing that has happened, it's the only thing that telemedicine has received a bump. People are accepting telemedicine. They are acknowledging the benefits of telemedicine, and it's helped people a long way. I have seen around 5,000 plus COVID patients. I've done triaging and treatment through Step 1 and Emergency Response Team, and definitely this has been a vital moment during the pandemic and helped a lot of people during the pandemic. Thank you again Asian African Chamber of Commerce for providing me this honor and felicitating me on this note. Thank you so much.
The next award is for Varsha Jain, CEO, Mewaki Jewels, the most enterprising woman of the year in gems and jewelry.
Namaste, this is Varsha Jain, CEO of Mevika Jewels. Designing is my childhood passion. I love to design jewelry that is inspiring as well it is edgy. My designer jewelry composition are a mix of modern iterations and vintage pieces. I try to modernize the jewelry by keeping the traditional ethnicity intact. Jewelry is like a biography, a story that tells the many chapters of our lives. Throughout our collection, we feature ultra-modern and streamlined shapes that appeal to the woman who prefers jewelry to be bold as well as chattable, wearable and collectible. I am highly grateful that I have got the opportunity to have shared the platform with such eminent people having great business acumen. Asian Africa Chambers of Commerce and Industry is the prestigious platform that recognizes and acknowledges the work of entrepreneurs coming from different parts of the world. It's a stature that paves the way for the international collaborations and exchange of ideas transcontinent. It doesn't just appreciate the work of people with high experience, but also taps the potential of youth. Thanks for having me here and making me the part of such prestigious event. Namaste.
Avinash Kumar Khanapur, partner Mahati Market Essentials LLP, the emerging leader of the year in management consulting. Congratulations!
Hi friends, my name is Avinash. I am from Hyderabad. I represent Mahati Market Essentials. We are specialized in executing conferences and exhibitions. Exhibitions and conferences play a very important role in an entrepreneur's life. This is one of those beautiful marketing platforms which help people to connect with n number of clients or prospects or partners under one roof in short span of time. Last 2 years have been a great challenge for many because there were hardly any such events or projects happening. This was the time Mahati and his team felt like, why don't we adapt technology and build a hybrid business model so that we again bounce back in the industry. Last 2 years, we have executed 35 plus projects, helping more than 2,500 business entrepreneurs again use the platform of conferences and exhibitions and reach out to their desired client across geographies. Over last 2 years, Mahati has been successfully executed projects, and we have seen that more than 60% of clients have seen whatever results they were looking at. I would really appreciate Asian and African Chamber of Commerce and Industry who have been thriving to identify people who are bringing a lot of value to the society. I also appreciate the entire committee for organizing this wonderful gala where there were a lot of entrepreneurs coming onto this platform and we had great networking opportunity and connecting with people. Apart from being recognized for whatever quality of work and quantum of work we have been giving as a value to the society. It's a great opportunity for all of us to be recognized because recognitions help us to build our credibility and also grow further. Thank you so much for the entire committee for helping us to be a part of this wonderful initiative and also look at growing our business way forward. I would like to again conclude. I'm Avinash from Mahati Market Essentials from Hyderabad. We are specialized in conferences and exhibitions. And we would love to be a part of Asian and African Chamber of Commerce and see how we can synergize and grow together. Thank you so much. All the best.
The next award is for the founder and managing director, Rajesh Singh Rathore, Vatican Shona Agrotech Private Limited, the business innovator of the year in tissue culture, agroforestry.
Hello everyone, warm greetings from Vatican Shona Agrotech Private Limited, a leading tissue culture sagwan project company, agroforestry company in Asia and Africa. This is Rajesh Singh Rathore, founder and managing director of Vatican Shona Agrotech Private Limited. I would like to give my deep heartfelt gratitude to the Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Management Committee for their countless efforts to uplift the entrepreneurship wholesome development. As we have honored with the Business Innovator of the Year award in category of tissue culture agroforestry for 2021. We really thank them for the courage and organizing a gala in the times of the global pandemic situation and encouraging the entrepreneur by recognizing their work in industries. They not only giving the opportunity to new entrepreneur to explore in Asian Africa countries, but also support them on initially. And finally, this award I would like to dedicate my whole team of Vatican Sona Agrotech Private Limited for their outstanding efforts and performance in their fields.
We would like to call upon Dr. Vinod Verma, who is the Senior Vice President, Group Corporate Affairs and Head Regulatory Affairs, HIL, Aditya Birla Group, the Influence of the Year in Metals and Mining.
Hi, this is Dr. Vinod K. Verma, Senior Vice President, Group Corporate Affairs, Aditya Birla Group. I am happy to know that Asian African Chamber of Commerce is conducting program during this global pandemic. Really, I appreciate their efforts. It's a wonderful program, and this program is to recognize the contribution made by the entrepreneur as well as the professional in their respective field. All the best to the chamber for the success of this program. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together now for Saurabh Goyal, who's the founder at Dolce Club Community, the Influencer of the Year in Brand Consulting.
Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh. I am a business growth consultant and a personal growth coach as well. I'm author of a best-selling international book, the Growth Hacking Book 2, and an associate partner with the entire project. We did amazing work in terms of collaborating with 100 plus marketeers across the planet and bring their knowledge, around 500 years of cumulative knowledge in one book. This book is known as Bible of the Growth Hacking today. And I am so grateful to the Asian African Chamber of Commerce to organizing this gala event during the time of pandemic and recognizing all the entrepreneurs for their great work. Thank you so much everyone. I'll be there attending this event on 22nd and 23rd of October, and I look forward to meet all of you very soon and help you in whatever way I can in terms of our non-conventional marketing strategies that has worked for many businesses across the planet today. Thank you so much.
We have with us now the next awardee, Dr. Abdul Razak Rumane, Advisor, Sigil Company, the Technopreneur of the Year in Construction Management.
Good evening, greetings to everyone from Kuwait. I am Dr. Abdul Razak Rumane, an Indian national, presently associated with Sigil Company Kuwait as an advisor and director of construction management. My professional career exceeds 49 years in the field of construction projects as well as in manufacturing industry. I am internationally acclaimed engineer, consultant and author of 6 books in the field of construction management and quality in construction projects, amongst one translated into Korean language. The books are extensively used globally by professionals as well as academics. It is a great honor for me for being conferred with Leadership Award by Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I appreciate the works being done by AACCI in promoting the trade and business in African and Asian region to foster growth and sustainable business. The recognition of business leaders and honoring them in their chosen field during Asian African Business Summit is a great step by AACCI that will improve the business climate and encourage the awardees to do more to serve the business community. I thank the organizers of this event for selecting me for this prestigious award. I accept the same with great pride and honor. It is internationally recognition of my works in the field of construction management as well as construction quality management. Any award I receive add additional responsibilities on me to serve the community for their sustainable growth and business and economy. As a volunteer, I served the Institution of Engineers India Kuwait chapter as chairman for 4 terms. I am the vice chair of American Society for Quality Kuwait section. Also, I am the International Liaison Committee chair of AACCI Design and Construction Division. Once again, I thank AACCI and also thank you everyone for attending this event. Thank you all.
Next award goes to Trailer Gibbs, the founder, Create Generate, Business Diversity in Hospitality Consultancy.
Hi everyone, this is Shayla Gibbs, the founder of Create Generate. A leader takes people where they want to be. A great leader takes people where they not necessarily want to be but ought to be. Thank you, Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for this amazing award. I feel completely honored. Thank you. Create Generate is passionate about investing in Africa and Asia, and together with me is Elaine Miller, the Executive Director of the charity African Revival. Elaine.
Thank you. African Revival is a small charity. We invest in education. We build schools, we implement livelihood projects, and our main focus is to keep girls in education. Now we're going to play you a very short video of a school that we've just built in the Kiboko district of northern Uganda, a school called Marukulu Primary School. When we arrived at the school, the children were learning outside under trees, and they now have a classroom block, latrines and a rainwater harvesting tank, all built using a new technology which is eco-friendly.
Create Generate and Africa Revival are working together in creating a brighter, better future.
Let's move on now to our distinguished guest speakers. Coming up, I would now like to call upon Mr. Mark Darko, MD Africa, Evrancell Capital Partners, Executive Director, African Rating Agency and Senator, World Business Angels Investment Forum, Ghana, to speak on the economic outlook of Ghana.
Hello everyone, I bring you warm greetings and brotherly love from the people of the Republic of Ghana. My name is Mark. I currently serve as the Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry Chapter President of Ghana. I first of all want to commend highly the organizers of this program for coming out with this brilliant initiative, especially within this COVID season, expending resources, expending time to ensure that all things are put together for us to enjoy this most auspicious occasion. And I'm privileged to be part of this. Today, I have the privilege of addressing you and talking to you about the economic climate of Ghana, or the economic outlook of Ghana. Ghana is a country in West Africa, also known as the land of gold. Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast. Ghana has become a place, a beacon in Africa. Africans all over the world know Ghana to be so. And so Ghana has been touted as the gateway to Africa for very good reasons. One of the reasons why Ghana is a beacon in Africa is that Ghana has a very stable democratic environment. Ghana has been ranked the most stable politically stable country within the West African sub-region, and 8th in Africa. Ghana has undergone several elections from 1992 to today, and they've all been very, very successful, violence-free. So what a better place to want to do business. What a better place to want to invest. Ghana, for several reasons as well, has been seen aside. For instance, Ghana is a place that is very accessible. So for one thing, Ghana is accessible. How do you mean by accessibility? Well, did you know that Ghana is the center of the world? Yes. So flying from Ghana to several airports, to several countries, several economies is very easy. 8 hours maximum to Europe, to the Americas, and to Asia. No wonder investors want to come to Ghana to do business. Why? Because it's easy to access Ghana. Ghana has a refurbished airport, beautiful enough, and can take all kinds of flights within the continent. Again, there's what we call the ease of doing business. Ghana has been ranked the best place for doing business in West Africa. So the ease of doing business, when you go to an economy to want to invest, doing business there might be easy. It's easy to do business in Ghana. For a very good reason, Ghana has a strong resource capital. So the ease of doing business, when you go to an economy to want to invest, doing business there might be easy. It's easy to do business in Ghana. For a very good reason, Ghana has a strong resource pool. Ghana has been naturally endowed with several natural resources. Ghana is the second largest cocoa producer in the world. And Ghana cocoa is the best quality worldwide. Ghana has the second biggest gold producing country in Africa after South Africa. So Ghana has a lot of gold. This is why Ghana is called the Gold Coast. In fact, the entire Ghana is sitting on gold. Right from the Atlantic Ocean to the border at the northern side of Ghana, it's full of gold. So those of you who have interest in gold mining and gold trading, you can look at the direction of Ghana. Other resources in addition to gold. Ghana is the third largest bauxite producer in Africa, with 180 tons of bauxite. Ghana has 150 million tons of iron deposits too, and over 60 million tons of manganese, 5 billion to 7 billion reserves of oil and gas, 6 trillion cubic feet of natural gas reserve, 13.5 million hectares of arable land. Where else would you want to do business? Where else would you want to invest? So this is the economic climate of Ghana. We are showcasing what we have in Ghana to the rest of the world, and we are using this occasion to invite you all to look at Ghana, look at the direction of Ghana at this stage. Using the Chamber of Commerce that we have, let us all do business together. Thank you very much for hearing me.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Darko. May we now call upon His Excellency, Mr. Ernest Nana Ashe, Minister, Council, Political and Economic, Embassy of Ghana, New Delhi, to apprise us of the current politico-economic situation in Ghana. Take it up, sir.
Affords us opportunity to let the world know that Ghana is open for business and ready to engage in a proactive way with potential investors and business people. The government policies focus on agriculture, infrastructure, ICT or information communication technology, energy, and also manufacturing. We think and we believe that these areas are necessary to help Ghana advance to the next stage of its development. And as a result, we encourage investors to come and partner with us to do business that will bring a win-win situation for us. Business with mutual benefits. Considering the impact of COVID-19 pandemic in our time, it is important for nations, for business entities, for government, and for individuals to begin to reorient our thinking where our activities focusing on economic development will be targeted in order to produce results that are sustainable. Targeted in the sense that COVID-19 has hit every aspect of the global economy, and it's important that countries working to come out and to recover from the impact of COVID-19 implement strategic measures that will promote business, that will promote sharing of information, that will promote sharing of expertise and experiences. With it, nations will come out of the negative impact of COVID-19. Economies will develop, and the global economy will receive its strength one more time. On this note, we want to say thank you to the organizers one more time for this opportunity, and we look forward to enhanced engagement and productive deliberations in this summit. Thank you.
Thank you so much, His Excellency. This is really going to help those who are planning for expansion in this country. Now, let's call upon Dr. Chirandra Chakrabarti, founder, Catic Consulting and Director of Bank of Mauritius, who will be speaking on volatility of financial market in post-COVID era in Asian and African region. Dr. Chakrabarti, here you go.
Catic Consulting Limited, based in Mauritius. I am really thankful to the organizer of Asian African Business Summit for inviting me as a guest speaker. My topic of the session today is the volatility in financial market in a post-COVID scenario. This is a very interesting topic, no doubt about it, and it's a very vast topic to cover. So as you know, friends, volatility in a very simple term, it implies a change in price of the asset, and that asset can be an equity, it can be bond, it can be commodity, it can be any damn thing. So change in the price is the volatility, and we always want the price of an asset should change regularly. If it doesn't change, it means that the market is illiquid. So we always want changes, but what causes concern for people is if this change in prices becomes very random, and if the change in the prices, the quantity of the change in the prices are very big, and it's frequently happening. So if, for example, if the price goes up in 1 minute and again the price comes down in a bigger amount, and then that becomes really a problem for a financial market. So volatility, I've been given only about 5 minutes to speak, and in 5 minutes we can't talk about the quantitative models which is used for measuring volatility. So what I wanted is basically as we are talking about leadership summit this one, so I would like to share a few points to all the leaders of banking and capital market industry. Why I've shared banking and capital market industry? The specific reason is, since I am from that industry, I thought it is better to talk about this in that way, so that we can always talk from that perspective. And that's why I thought it's better to talk, raise few points which the leaders of this industry should take care. And if they don't take care of those things, then maybe there can be discontinuity in those business, and that may lead to further uncertainty. And if that happens, then again, as I said, that may lead to a future volatility in the market. So I have taken around 8 points which I want to share with you, with all the leaders here. The first one is the financial impact due to lack of business. And when I say lack of business, basically because there can be lack of liquidity and there can be lack of capital resources. So liquidity, as people say, there's enough liquidity in the market, and that's, I think, one of the difference between COVID problem and the 2008 problem. There's enough liquidity in the market, but the liquidity is not moving in the right direction at the right time. That's the problem, because people are taking time to invest in various places. They are holding it back, and that's the reason why the liquidity to some extent is not flowing equally in all the assets. And when there's not liquidity enough, then obviously that will lead to more and more financial uncertainty, and that may impact your financial impact will come in a big way. So that's one factor which I'm bothered about, that the leaders should take care of the liquidity and the capital resources. The second one which I want to talk about is the effect of workforce reduction, which we are seeing in a big way. People are getting unemployed, and the business is cutting down on the people. And I don't blame the organization for that, because if you don't have business, obviously you'll try to cut down your staff to some extent, so that can lead to cost reduction. But what I would like to talk about here is that instead of doing a cost reduction, it should be taken care properly. Technology for cost for digitalization should be taken into, because we are talking about digitalization, but it's not easy, it's not cheap. So we need to talk about the cost for the technological disruption. That will definitely impact you in a big way. And finally, I would like to say, since we are talking about the new normal, for the new normal, the business models are changing, and since the business model is changing, you will require more people who are more talented to work in this new normal business model. So there can be a potential dearth of a talent in such a new normal, and as a leader, you should take care of that and identify people who can work for you in this new normal business model. That's very important. So these are some of the 8 points which I want to raise in the short term, and it's very important that as a leader you should take care of it. If you don't do that, then it will lead to obviously uncertainty in your business, which can lead to channelizing that same thing. Because if you're listed in equity market, definitely that will get a lot of volatility, because your business is running to an uncertainty part. So these are the 7 and 8 points which I wanted to touch upon today. I'm really thankful to the organization once again for giving me this opportunity. And if you have any queries related to things, or you want to discuss more further doing a cost reduction, you should do a cost management. And as a leader, when you remove people to some extent, you may lose some good assets in terms of human resources. And that's why we need to be very careful to see that we don't throw out good people in this in this reduction of staff. So that's the reason why I'm saying that's the second factor. As a leader, we should be very careful. Third one, I'm talking about the decrease in consumer confidence of spending and consumptions, and that's leading again a problem that people are not coming forward, which I also talked about from an investment perspective. And the same thing is there, the consumption will to some extent getting reductions, and that is again a factor which leaders should talk about it. Supply chain disruptions, which is again creating a lot of issues. We are seeing a lot of factors which is creating supply chain disruption, and there's also point which is coming up now because of shortage of power in China. There can be a lot of shortages in or disruption in the supply chain, and which can lead to again a problem. Difficulty of funding, that's another area which is just may not get easy funding for various business, and that can lead to uncertainty. And finally, I would like to touch upon three things which is very important. One is the enhancement in cybersecurity attack, and that risk is getting enhanced big time. So you need to be very careful, because since we are all minute, and again the price comes down in a bigger amount, and then that becomes really a problem for a financial market. So volatility creates a lot of havoc, and that's why sometimes it creates concern. But obviously volatility is also a very important factor for people who are interested in option world. So people make money from the volatility also. So there are various aspects of volatility. There's implied volatility, there's a historical volatility, and so on and so forth. But why volatility is created? Volatility is created basically because if there's uncertainty in the financial market, and COVID is one of the biggest uncertainty of the century, which led to high volatility in various financial markets across Asia and Africa. But it has also normalized, and to some extent. So that's the scenario of volatility. There are various technical models which helps you to measure volatility, but this may not be the right forum to talk about the technical part of volatility, because we are talking about I've been given only about 5 minutes to speak, and in 5 minutes we can't talk about the quantitative models which is used for measuring volatility. So what I wanted is basically, as we are talking about queries related to things, or you want to discuss more further in those points, I'll be very happy to have the discussion on that. You can always write to me on chiragra.chakravarti@katiconsulting.com, or you can also write at chiragra71@gmail.com. You can ask the organization, they have my details, they can always write, you can write to me. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Going forward, thank you, Dr. Chakravarti. This was truly an eye-opener. I'm sure our viewers must have enjoyed it. So audience, hope you're having a good time. We wish you a great time during this post-pandemic era. Take care of yourself. Let's welcome our next awardee, Dr. C.A.D. Suresh Kumar, who's the founder at DSKP & Company. The award category is for knowledge management in professional services.
Hello everybody, myself Suresh Kumar. I am a practicing chartered accountant in Bangalore. My firm is DSKP & Company. We are in practice for more than around 13 years. I am also, our firm is a member of Accurand Affiliates, a network firm registered with ICI, having presence in around 26 cities pan-India. In this situation, I would like to thank Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry for giving this great opportunity for me to be present here. And also, I thank them for recognizing and giving the valuable awards to the people in this crisis of pandemic and encouraging them to do the best. So thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you very much and congratulations. Our next award category is, ladies and gentlemen, the Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year in Publication from Ukiyono Publishing, the founder and CEO, Mr. Arjun Chaudhary.
Hi, I am Arjun Chaudhary, founder of Ukiyono Publishing. We are a global company based out of Hyderabad in India, and we are into traditional publishing and distribution across the world for both paperbacks and digital books. I feel great to receive the award for the Emerging Entrepreneur of the Year in 2021, and I extend my gratitude towards Asia African Chamber of Commerce for organizing this event in such times of pandemic and recognizing entrepreneurs across India.
Congratulations! The next award goes to K6 Associates, founder and MD. Let's welcome Ketan Patel for getting the category award as Business Leader of the Year in Real Estate Management.
Hi everyone, hello, how are you? Myself Ketan Patel, K6 Associates, founder and director in Anand City in Gujarat. and I am working as a developer, residential, commercial development, and industrial also. And we are also servicing provide like buy, sell, lease in local city, large scale, small scale, and also providing a legal service. What's the customer demand? It's a litigation properties, whatever litigation in the land, properties. We are solving the all legal problems. Also, we are providing huge and large scale hotels, motels, and also industrial and commercial also. And we are working also out of country like Africa, Kenya, and also USA and Dubai. So we have lots of NRI customer based. We are also local customer based, and very thankful to especially for Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industries for giving me for this award. Thanks, and again thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations! Let's call upon Anne De Silva, Women Empowerment Advocate, Global Goodwill Ambassador, and best-selling international author. The award category is Influencer of the Year.
Hello everyone, I'm Anne De Silva. I'm a published author of the Sand and Sea series. My first book, Footprints in the Sand, is a bestseller on Amazon and Kindle. And my second book is Child of Two Worlds. I've also published a poetry book called Verses of a Risen Phoenix. I'm a woman empowerment advocate. I am an ambassador for tourism, and my books are a travelogue which gives my readers an experience of countries and their ethos, the history of cities, and so on and so forth. Today is an extremely important day for me. I am very humbled and honored that Asian African Chambers of Commerce and Industry has selected me as the Influencer of the Year. Today is a world of leaders beyond borders, leaders who stand out in their space that they are working in and make a difference in the world. Asian African Chambers of Commerce and Industry is a non-profit body, and it is all about collaboration in commerce, industry, and relationships and friendships. So I adhere to the same ideology that friendship is first. It does not matter which country we belong to. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. And our connect is a connection of kindness and empathy. So as an influencer, I try to make my voice be heard for the causes that I stand up for. My books cover various global causes and stigmas that women face in society, and I use my voice to make a difference. I use my entity to stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. And I really am honored today that Asian African Chambers of Commerce and Industry has honored me with this award as Influencer of the Year. Thank you to the board, the esteemed jury, and for all my friends who have nominated me and supported me throughout this journey. It couldn't have been possible without you all. So let's try and be leaders beyond boundaries, leaders that are in their spaces making a difference to society and humanity at large. Thank you so much for this honor. Thank you so much for this award. And God bless you all.
Congratulations, Anne De Silva. Let's all welcome now Shehnawaz Alam, the founder director at GSUNET India Limited. The award category is the Social Change Leader of the Year.
Namaskar. First of all, I thank Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry for organizing this event and encouraging industry experts and leaders for their work in their industry. I am Shehnawaz Alam, founder director of GS Unite Group. We are in financial technology sector and education sector. We are working in financial inclusion with more than 1 lakh village level entrepreneurs across India in financial inclusion sectors. Also, we are promoting Digital India through digital payments. We trained more than 50,000 students in various schemes of state government and central government with 90% placement records. Jai Hind, thank you Asian African Chamber of Commerce, and thank you all of you. Thank you.
Let's put all our hands together for Tushar Kansal, founder and CEO, Consultancy Ventures. The award category is Business Leader of the Year in Investment Management.
Hi, I am Tushar Kansal from Consultancy Ventures. I am an accomplished professional with experience spanning multiple sectors from venture capital at Brand Capital, Big Four consulting at Deloitte & Touche, and London Stock Exchange listed Systema's India unit, MTS India, where I raised almost $2.5 billion for the company in 3 years, and as CFO of a company owned by Guggenheim Partners, the American private equity fund. I'm also a mentor and judge at entrepreneurship cells of IIT Mumbai, IIT Delhi, IIT Chennai, IIT Kharagpur and IIT ISM Dhanbad. I'm a venture advisor with Loyal VC, the Canadian fund led by INSEAD alumni, which is having core portfolio of over 200 investments across 35 countries. Over the years, I've arranged funding for technology and non-technology companies. You can see the recommendations on my LinkedIn and on my corporate website. My expert opinion is often sought by leading business news channels and publications like CNN News 18, Venture Capital TV, Business World, Business and Economy, Curious, and Digital Market Asia. I've come on 200 plus talks. You can check my name by searching my name on YouTube, on VCTV streaming site, and on corporate website consultancy.com. I received executive education from Harvard Business School, MBA in Finance from University of Delhi, and BTech from the Technological Institute of Textile and Sciences, affiliated to Textile Institute Manchester, UK, and part of the leading industrial and education house in India, the Birla Group. I am blessed to have received the award of Business Leader of the Year in Investment Management at Asian African Business Summit, conducted by Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry. A big thank you from my side to the Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry for organizing the gala in the times of a global pandemic and encouraging entrepreneurs by recognizing their work in the industry. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming here and for witnessing this event. And thank you, the Chamber, once again. Have a good day.
Congratulations again! We have with us the Partner Executive Director, IBM. The award category is the Business Leader of the Year on Cloud. Let's welcome Biswajit Mohapatra.
Hello everyone, I am Biswajit Mohapatra, Partner and Executive Director, Hybrid Cloud Transformation Services at IBM. It's my great pleasure to receive the Business Leader of the Year on Cloud Computing Award in Asian African Business Summit. I strongly believe cloud is for everyone and cloud is a democracy. Many thanks Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry for this recognition. I would also like to take this opportunity to appreciate AACCI and the jury members for choosing me eligible for this amazing award. This award goes to my IBM team who has enabled me to get this far. I am sincerely thankful to all. Thank you.
We have with us advocate from Agrawal Associates. The award category is Responsible Business Leadership, Mr. R.K. Agarwal.
Hello everyone, this is R.K. Agarwal and I am the founder of the law firm Agrawal Associates, which is based in New Delhi, India. Our firm has been specializing in the field of intellectual property litigation and civil laws for the past 35 years. Our dedicated team has been passionately working for the protection of the IP rights of famous brands and devising strategies for securing trademarks, patents, copyrights, and designs of several corporations and startups. Many of our clients are based in Asia, US, and European countries, and it is a matter of pride for our firm that we have been able to give our clients successful results and cost-effective solutions to their utmost satisfaction. I am passionate about social justice and keen to see that even the poorest of the poor can have access to justice. I am also a nature lover and sensitive to the environment that we live in and committed for its protection. I am thankful to the members of the jury for considering me for this award in the field of intellectual property and legal services, and my special thanks to Asian African Chamber of Commerce for organizing this event to recognize entrepreneurs and professionals in the Asian African region. Thank you very much.
Let's welcome the next award category. The winner is Diksha Patel, founder Diksha's Bridal Studio, the finest makeup artist of the year in beauty and cosmetics.
सूरत गुजरात दीक्षा ब्राइडल स्टूडियो में मैं दीक्षा पटेल आप सभी को मैं नमस्कार करती हूँ। एक छोटे से ब्यूटी पार्लर को लेकर दीक्षा ब्राइडल स्टूडियो ने पूरे भारत में अपना नाम किया है। ब्राइडल मेकअप और डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग किया है। ब्राइडल मेकअप और सेलिब्रिटी मेक ओवर को लेकर अपनी पहचान बनाई है। इसलिए सह कर्मचारी और सहयोगों को मैं दिल से धन्यवाद करती हूँ। स्पेशल थैंक्स एशियन अफ्रीकन चैम्बर्स ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्रियल मेरे काम को पहचाना और फाइनेंसर मेकअप आर्टिस्ट और कॉस्मेटिक ब्यूटी अवार्ड से मुझे नवाजा है। थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन एशियन अफ्रीकन चैम्बर्स। आप सभी मुझे इंस्टाग्राम पर दीक्षा 3105 पर मुझे फॉलो कर सकते हो। व्यक्ति को अपना कैरियर ब्यूटिशियन में बनाना चाहते हो, मुझे हमारे स्पेशल प्रोग्राम में जुड़ सकते हो। मैं आपको बताऊंगी। सभी सुनने वाले को मेरी तरफ से दीक्षा ब्राइडल स्टूडियो की तरफ से धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच। जय जय गरवी गुजरात।
May I now call upon Dr. Neetu Singh, the Secretary General, Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AACCI, to give us a vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found the Asian African Business Summit 2021 immensely informative and enjoyable. We witnessed some very useful views of our guest speakers here today. But first of all, my heartiest congratulations to all the winners under various categories who could outshine their competitors and best performers, and our best wishes for a sustained growth and development for their organizations. I wish them do better every year. Asian African Business Summit 2021 is one of the flagship events which is conceptualized and organized every year by AACCI Global Secretariat Hub. This year it was a memorable and confidence boosting event to revive the weak global economy and to explore together the trade opportunities as COVID pandemic is slowly dying down. And it turned out nicely. Thanks to our renowned speakers for sharing their views and knowledge with our audience. On behalf of AACCI, its associates and partners, I would like to thank all our special guests, honorable ambassadors and trade councils from various Asian and African countries who have participated in the summit in their respective countries, which I am sure is going to be very helpful from all of us. Our sincere thanks to business leaders who chose to share their wisdom and experience with their guests today. I would like to thank our partners and patrons, board advisory and governing council members, the chamber members and other invited guests for having taken out time from their busy schedule and making this summit a grand success. It would not be unwise to thank our evaluation partner, CIC Global, business associate SBNI, our organizing partner, Unified Brains Virtuoso Limited, our sponsors, media partners and well-wishers for having contributed immensely in shaping this business summit. I once again would like to thank you all for your gracious presence and making this Asian African Business Summit 2021 a great success. May God bless us all with peace and blessings. See you next year in 2022.
Thank you, Dr. Neeta Singh. With this, we end our session today with a promise to meet all of you tomorrow again at the same time. Let's thank all our support and partners. Ladies and gentlemen, this event wouldn't be possible without them. Event managed and marketed by Unified Brains. Thank you so much, our philanthropic partner, CIHF and WPDO, our evaluation partner, CIAC Global. This magazine partner, thank you so much, Passion Vista. This event is powered by Future Billionaire Network International. Thank you so much. Without you guys, we couldn't do this. We thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day. Stay healthy.